Traveling along the Baja California Peninsula, we arrive at its southern end to the Sierra de la Laguna Biosphere Reserve. This vast region is the only forest in the state. It extends a little more than 112 hectares and it's home to pine and oak trees.
Principalmente bosques de pino y encino.
The area covers a large territory which is made up mostly of mountainous ridges. In the surroundings, there are villages that have adapted to its particular climate and geocharacteristics. One of these villages is Pescadero, bordering with the Sierra de la Laguna Mountains to the east and the Pacific Ocean to the west.
Océano Pacífico al oeste.
Located at kilometer 64 of the Federal Highway, some 5 miles south of Todos Santos and about an hour drive up north from Cabo, Pescadero is a small community of 2,000 inhabitants.
Al norte de Cabo San Lucas.
The weather in Pescadero is one of the best around the state, influenced by the winds from the Pacific, which naturally regulate the temperature all through the year. During the summer, the ocean breeze keeps the heat at reasonable levels. Commercial agriculture in Pescadero prospers due to an abundant flow of subterranean water that trails down from the mountains. Due to this fact, it is one of the most important harvesting grounds for agriculture. The fertile soil, together with a favorable weather and the experience of locals, makes this place the best in quality of produce and handling of harvests. These are the plantation fields, and production goes on all year round. At first glance, we can find the sowing of cherry, tomato, and basil, and the most abundant, peppers and strawberries. Most of this produce is grown for export and ends up in organic markets and gourmet stores in the United States. Fortunately, visitors are able to find some of these products in the outskirts of the village. For Cornelio Salvatierra, the most important thing is to provide employment to the community during the harvesting and processing of herbs.
Pues mire, lo bonito de aquí y la satisfacción de uno es poder darle empleo a las amas de casa, ¿no? Tienen esa oportunidad de trabajar que no es fácil para ellas, por ejemplo, trabajar en el campo o en otras actividades. Aquí en Pescadero es básicamente agricultura.
What makes the produce from the plantation fields in Pescadero healthier is that they are organic, meaning that it hasn't come in contact with any kind of chemical which can change its genetic structure.
No utilizamos químicos, solamente productos biológicos. Es por eso que se le da el nombre de orgánico. Utilizamos fertilizantes también, compuesto a base de pescado, de extracto de neem, jabón y productos que no son tóxicos para la persona.
Not only fruits and vegetables, but also fine herbs and flowers are harvested here, like the arum lily, which grows in abundance. Flowers are the most beautiful part of a plant. In Pescadero, several types of arums are grown.
En Pescadero se cosechan varios tipos de alcatraz.
Among several other activities in the country, up there in the hillside of the Sierra, there is also apiculture. Meet Ray Barrera, a countryman. Using help from the government as well as from employment programs, he has started working with bees and earthworms.
Esto es para abono, es abono orgánico para sólido y líquido también. Entonces se usa para los jardines, para la agricultura en alta escala.
Inside this large pit, Ray has a breeding ground of some 2 million earthworms. They serve well as fertilizer for plantation fields and also as bait for fishermen. Bees, differently from earthworms, do all the work on their own. They only need a good place to settle. Breeding bees is in most of the cases a complement activity to farming that turns out to be quite profitable. It can become an important source of income for the producer, who only has to dedicate a small amount of his free time for supervision. The economic advantage point of apiculture is the fact that rural establishments that produce honey are scarce. The few specialized production farms absorb more than 50% of the global offer. Natural conditions in the area of Pescadero are more than favorable for apiculture, Its excellent climate and abundant flora provide bees with high-quality nectar and pollen, which they use to produce great honey. Just as in any other place, regional gastronomy plays an important role for the inhabitants of Pescadero.
Normalmente y tradicional pudiéramos decir la tortilla de harina, el café que le llamamos nosotros de talega, ¿verdad? Que es colado en una bolsa, la machaca, la sopa fresca que esta se elabora en casa y luego se prepara con diferentes especies. Esto es lo que se compone aquí. Los tamales, el chimango, esas son las comidas regionales, pudiéramos decir.
Fruits, vegetables, flowers, and honey are the products that this community offers out to the world. However, the most representative is agave, 100% Mexican maguey. Here we can see the new project for a tequila plant. This year, Pescadero will become the only community all along the peninsula to produce tequila. In Pescadero, the ocean is at its best.
Aquí es Cerritos.
This is Cerritos Beach, a beautiful shorefront along the Pacific coast with cliffs on the west side of the beach and the shape of a crescent moon. It is a popular surfing spot, and every year there are surf tournaments as well as music festivals. At this beach, one can spend a good time of extreme fun or relaxing calm, either riding a surfboard or lying down for a relaxing massage. Cerritos is open to welcome the international community. Each year, in the month of October, fishermen go out in their pangas to ask the Virgin of Fishermen for guidance and help so that the next season is better than the last one. Starting at the early dawn, the celebration begins with a mass, held at the beach known as Punta Lobos. Members from the fishing community and their families are invited to attend and listen to the message of mass. Attendees fervently ask for help for the upcoming year so that the men who sail out to the sea are provided with help and protection, safeguarding them from sinking or else while at sea. Once the mass celebration is over, the procession heads out on an outing that begins at the beach and continues to Punta Lobos, passing through La Bufadora, the old Todos Santos port, and the magnificent monolith, the Thinking Gorilla. The image of the Virgin of Fishermen is passed on from boat to boat in the belief that the waters will be blessed, ensuring better product and better fishing. All this goes on here, within the small South Californian community called Pescadero, another expression of this beautiful paradise between two seas.